Pi pioneers, 7,932 apps built in 4 days. If you're losing hope in Pi Network, what I'm about to show you will completely change your mind. On June 28th, Pi Network launched Pi App Studio, an AI platform that lets anyone build blockchain apps by just talking to it in plain English. No coding required. And our community has already built nearly 8,000 working applications in just 4 days. Follow my Telegram and Facebook pages linked in the description right now because this isn't just another announcement. This is Pi Network's complete transformation from a mining app to a full ecosystem where regular people are building real applications that use Pi coins for actual transactions and payments. So, here's what just went down that has me genuinely excited for the first time in months. On Pi 2 Day 2025, instead of the usual "we're working on it" update, Pi Network dropped something that literally nobody saw coming. They launched Pi App Studio, and guys, this isn't just another feature. This is an AI-powered platform that lets anyone, and I mean anyone, build real applications on Pi's network just by talking to it in plain English. You don't need to be a programmer. You don't need to understand blockchain code. You literally just tell the AI what you want to build, and it creates it for you. It's like having a personal developer who works for free and speaks your language. But here's the part that's absolutely blowing my mind. In just 4 days after launch, our community has already built over 7,932 working apps. That's not a typo, nearly 8,000 applications created by regular people like you and me, who probably couldn't code a simple website last week. And you know what? The market is starting to pay attention. Pi is up 1.81% in the last 24 hours, sitting at around $0.487 as I'm recording this. Now, I'm not here to give you financial advice, but when you look at the weekly chart, there's a bullish pattern forming that suggests buyers are stepping in. The technical analysis shows momentum favoring the bulls. And honestly, it's about time. Look, I've been covering Pi Network for a while now, and I've seen my share of announcements that sounded big but didn't really move the needle. This is different. Pi App Studio isn't just another update, it's a complete game changer for how we think about blockchain development. Every other crypto project out there requires you to learn complex programming languages like Solidity or JavaScript if you want to build anything useful. Pi Network just said forget all that, and made it possible for your grandmother to build a decentralized app by simply describing what she wants in normal conversation. I want to show you 2 apps that are already live and working because this stuff is happening right now, not in some distant future. First, there's AI. It's this incredibly smart AI chatbot that's built entirely on Pi's infrastructure. You can have actual conversations with it, get advice, and it can even be customized for specific businesses or industries. Then there's Universe of Pi, which is like a visual map of everything happening in the Pi ecosystem. It shows you all the Pi-enabled businesses, community hubs, and gives you a real-time view of how the network is growing. These aren't beta versions or concept demos that might work someday. These are fully functional applications that people are using right now, today. For years, people have been saying Pi Network was all hype with no real substance. Well, that argument just got completely demolished. With Pi App Studio, we're not just talking about a cryptocurrency anymore. We're talking about a complete ecosystem where millions of people can build practical solutions without needing computer science degrees. Think about this for a second. If thousands of developers are building apps that use Pi coins for payments, rewards, and transactions, what happens to the demand for Pi? What happens when local businesses start accepting Pi payments through these new applications? What happens when gaming apps create millions of new reasons to use Pi coins? Here's something that really caught my attention. They extended the .pi domain auction deadline to September 30th. Now, they didn't do this randomly. They're preparing for a massive wave of app development, and all these new applications are going to need custom domains. This creates an entire economy around Pi that goes way beyond just the coin itself. The diversity of what people are creating is honestly incredible. We're seeing educational platforms that pay you in Pi for completing courses, social media apps with Pi-based tipping features, local business directories that accept Pi payments, and interactive games that use Pi as in-game currency. Each one of these applications creates new demand for Pi coins and brings real utility to something that critics have been calling just another meme coin for years. Nearly 8,000 applications in 4 days isn't just impressive, it's unprecedented in the entire blockchain space. This shows that Pi Network's community isn't just sitting around hoping for a price pump. They're actively building the future of the ecosystem, and that's exactly what real adoption looks like. Here's something most people aren't connecting yet. Major exchanges want to list cryptocurrencies that have real utility and active ecosystems. With thousands of applications being built on Pi's infrastructure, the utility argument for Pi Network has never been stronger. This could be the catalyst that finally opens those doors we've all been waiting for. There's even an interactive challenge happening in the app right now that runs until July 7th, giving users rewards for exploring Pi's tools and completing ecosystem tasks. This shows they're actively encouraging people to dive in and start using these new features during this critical launch period. Pi Network has tens of millions of identity-verified users worldwide, which gives it an enormous advantage when it comes to adoption and scalability. By introducing interactive challenges, real incentives, and user-friendly tools like Pi App Studio, the team is clearly trying to convert passive users into active builders and participants. This isn't just a tech launch. It's a coordinated push to turn curiosity into engagement and engagement into real utility. With such a massive user base already in place, even a small percentage getting involved could lead to explosive growth in app development, coin usage, and overall network activity. Now imagine if even a fraction of those users start building and using applications. We're potentially looking at mass adoption on a scale the crypto industry has never seen before. If you're a Pi pioneer, this is your moment. The Pi App Studio platform is live and ready for you to start building. Whether you want to create something simple for your local business, or build the next viral application, the barrier to entry has never been lower. And seriously, don't forget to follow my Telegram and Facebook pages linked in the description. I'll be covering every major development as this story unfolds, and trust me, this is just the beginning. Pi Network just transformed from a mobile mining experiment into a full-scale application development platform. What started as a way to mine coins from your phone has now evolved into a serious hub for innovation, powered by AI, driven by community, and built for real-world use. This shift isn't just about building apps, it's about opening the door for millions of everyday users to become creators and contributors to a growing blockchain ecosystem. We're watching the birth of something much bigger than expected, and it's happening right in front of us. With AI-powered tools making blockchain development accessible to everyone, nearly 8,000 applications already built, and a clear path toward mainstream adoption, this could be the turning point that Pi pioneers have been waiting for. The question isn't whether Pi Network will succeed anymore. The question is whether you'll be part of building its future. Hit that like button if this information was valuable. Drop a comment telling me what type of application you'd build with Pi App Studio, and make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because this story is just getting started. The future of Pi Network isn't just about holding coins and waiting for moonshots. It's about building the ecosystem that will power the next generation of decentralized applications. And with Pi App Studio, that future is available to everyone, starting today.